Today we're going to talk about humor, and how to develop a sense of it. Humor is something that we all enjoy, whether it's in the form of a joke, a funny video, or a witty comment. But have you ever wondered why some people seem to be naturally funny, while others struggle to make even the simplest of jokes? In this video, we'll be exploring the key concepts behind developing a sense of humor, from a scientific perspective. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Before we can explore how to develop a sense of humor, we first need to understand what humor is. Humor can be defined as anything that is perceived as amusing or funny. It can take many forms, including jokes, puns, satire, irony, and even physical comedy. Humor is often used as a way of breaking tension, lifting people's moods, and building social connections. But why do we find things funny? The science of humor is a complex field, involving psychology, neuroscience, linguistics, and sociology. One of the key theories in the field is the incongruity theory. This theory suggests that humor arises from a sense of surprise or incongruity. When we hear or see something that is unexpected or contradictory, our brains have to work to make sense of it. This cognitive processing can lead to a release of tension, which we experience as laughter or amusement. Another important concept in the science of humor is the idea of superiority theory. This theory suggests that we find humor in situations where we feel superior to others. For example, we might find it funny when someone trips and falls, because it makes us feel superior to them in that moment. So, now that we understand a little more about what humor is and why we find things funny, let's explore some of the key concepts behind developing a sense of humor. The first step to developing a sense of humor is to practice being playful. Playfulness is an important component of humor, as it allows us to be more creative and spontaneous. This can involve trying out new things, experimenting with different styles of humor, and not taking ourselves too seriously. Another important aspect of developing a sense of humor is to be observant. Humor often arises from everyday situations, and being able to observe and identify the funny side of things is a key skill. This can involve paying attention to the people and situations around us, and looking for the unexpected or unusual. A third key concept in developing a sense of humor is to be empathetic. Humor often involves understanding and relating to other people's experiences. By being able to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, we can identify the humor in situations that might otherwise be seen as awkward or embarrassing. Finally, it's important to be willing to take risks. Developing a sense of humor requires us to step out of our comfort zones and try new things. This might involve making jokes in front of people, experimenting with different styles of humor, or even just being willing to laugh at ourselves. So there you have it, the key concepts behind developing a sense of humor. By understanding what humor is, and the science behind why we find things funny, we can begin to develop our own sense of humor. By being playful, observant, empathetic, and willing to take risks, we can start to see the humor in everyday situations, and become more confident in our ability to make others laugh. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and that it's helped you to develop your own sense of humor. Thanks for watching Science in Seconds.